Hi guys, welcome to today's video on the Harlequin project. As you can see from the videos that I've just been playing, just showed you a bit of the spray paint that I was using, a bit of all the different, like the way that they look. Now we are going into the basis of painting all the individual Harlequins, starting off with the purple side. This is kind of like a dream project for me, doing Harlequins. They are the one army that I've always wanted to do, but always found it struggling because obviously a lot of delicate models, they're quite small, they have a lot of weird details like lines. I didn't go for hexagons because no one wants to do hexagons, so instead I decided to go for straight lines, which seems really cool and it works. Kind of wish I did it a little bit differently now though, but we move on. I was going to do non-metallic metal, or all the swords and the guns, but I decided against that also, just because I thought non-metallic metal would take away from the paint scheme, which I'm happy with. I think it looks okay. Like they're not completely what I imagined, but they're not also bad. We will only be doing heroes and infantry. We've got some of the big boats. The Star Weavers and some of the bites as well. They need to be painted, but that'll be in a separate video. At the end of the video as well, there will be some glamour shots of the whole army together. So half of the army will be painted by me, the other half is painted by one of my friends. Just to give you a kind of idea of two different lots. So like there's two Shadow Spears, there's two Death Jesters, there's two Troop Masters. I think altogether my side of it was like 1,000 points and the other side is a little bit more, so it's a good like 2k, maybe a bit more army wise. But yeah, like all you can see now is just a lot of purple being done. So I'm using acrly lylic and then just dabbing it on to make it more stipply. It didn't go like that. It's fine though because it dries, it does kind of get a bit darker. This is where we do the red. Yeah, so now we're doing the red. Obviously I sprayed it with a different red, so I'm using methiston red first. I was getting annoyed about holding it, so instead I just put it on my little crocodile clip. You'll see me go through a bit, about 7 different iterations of how I want to hold it. But hopefully you're enjoying the non-metallic episode so far. Obviously I know they're only shorts. I'm trying to get as many out as possible and trying to be as frequent as possible. So then, obviously, it's daily. It's quite hard though. Like this was 2 full days of painting. So this video I started yesterday and I finished today. And that was just finishing up on bases, getting them all stuck on the bases, then trying to do glamour shots and all the fun stuff. Obviously at this moment of time it is a lot of just base coats, so if you're wanting to get to like the more nitty gritty stuff you can skip ahead to about 9 minutes in. I'll try and remember to leave a timestamp. That'll be where we start doing all the white, but it's not a very long video, it is 22 minutes, so if you want to stick around and watch it all, that'd be perfect. Obviously there'll be more videos like this if this does well. Not sure what I'm planning next. I do have a full Death Guard army that probably, not Death Guard, Black Templar army that should be painted up. We'll be doing a lot more Middle Earth videos as well, because I'm a very big fan of Middle Earth. Also potentially some gameplay videos, but I don't want to go down that route straight away. I want to stick to the painting. After the non-metallic metal videos are at 100, we will then be moving on to non-metallic gold. Because I want to give 100 days for per, so we can get used to doing it. I still don't understand non-metallic metal. It seems really annoying and really hard to do, but it's one of them. There was going to be like a little intro clip of me showing my face and speaking, but my camera's not working, so that's that. That one's done. But yeah, it's a fairly chilled out process. It is a case of just a lot of stippling, a lot of repeating the process a number of times on all the models to get them all to like the same kind of level, and then we go from there. Obviously I'm not 100% on how to record these kind of videos. Like I'm doing them on my phone at the minute, so I'm going to have to upgrade and get a camera, hence why it's like phone size. But that is the next thing, is if the videos do well, then I'll slowly get to a stage where I can go, cool, let's buy a camera for this, let's do that. Maybe even live stream sometimes of me just sat there painting for a couple of hours. That'd be quite fun. Like, there's many different things we could be doing. And then same with like, if there's models that you don't understand on how to paint, if I can understand it, I can show you. I've got a few different ideas that I won't mind trying, like learning how to base properly is a big one for me, because basing is my biggest enemy. I don't like doing it, I'm not very good at it. You'll see my kind of cheat way of getting on bases is the new rollers. I use them quite frequently from Element Games. But yeah, it's a lot of, oh, is this where we start doing the whites? Yeah, so we're going to go over all the gems, all the faces, parts of the guns, and then I think that's about it. Because obviously we don't want them standing out like a sore form being all weird colours, so we're just going to keep them nice and simple, keep them white. Yeah, like I said, it's hard to think of what to speak about when it comes to these kind of videos, because there's only so much you can really say. Like, I'm painting a Harlequin model and I'm using Acrly white. Like, I don't really know much more to say. It is very self-explanatory. You can see about the video. Obviously I've got music on in the background to help out, so because obviously I'm not very good when it comes to talking. I just blabble and just go on a madden, or I have the complete opposite and you can't shut me up. Like, either or. Should be fun. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so it's just a lot of painting the whites. Because I think it's like 13 models altogether, including the heroes. What is it? Solitaire, Death Jester, Troop A. Yeah, like 9 guys, or 8 guys. No, it's 10 guys. Then it's 3 bikes, 2 boats, but we don't paint them in this video. There is some parts of me doing basing in this video as well. That'll be closer to the end. But yeah, it's a lot of consistent, like, it's army painting, so it's a lot of the same thing. But yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the video so far. And it's kind of hard to enjoy a video where it's just repetition, but each individual model needs each, like the base coats of like whites, the purples, the reds. It'll be then golds, silvers, but that will start speeding up because I realised I don't need to video the whole thing. I can just video parts. So I'll start doing that instead, because otherwise this video will be about 4 hours long. But yeah, I think that's what you'll start seeing soon. Yeah, because here we are, we're doing the Death Jester now. And by the looks of it, I think there's like a model left. Could be wrong, but we'll see. Death Jester is just getting the typical base coats of white. And then I think a white, I don't even, do I base coat his gems? No, I base coat the skulls on the side. Because he has a big gem on the front gun. Do I base coat that? No, I do not. For some reason that skull got really heavily base coated, which didn't look good. Okay. Maybe there's a few more. I thought there wasn't. Oh no, there we go. And now this should be all the golds. Yeah, starting off with the knees. This gold is a really good gold. I think it's from scale 75. Give me 1 sec. It is Metal and Alchemy Necro Gold. Scale 75. It is probably the best gold I've ever used because it just goes on so easy and looks really nice when it's dry. And then I use another scale 75 silver, which is more like a dark silver because I was trying to keep them a bit grungy, a bit darky, instead of it just being like really bright gold in your face. As for a painting project goes, I'm really enjoying like the being consistent with the non-metallic metal videos is quite fun. Doing this was real fun, really confusing but really fun. I wouldn't mind doing like a Middle Earth kind of ask kind of video. That would be quite fun. I'm waiting for some more models to arrive and then I can do that. And then some bigger models. I'm just trying to think. So I have 4 Nazgul that soon will be wanting to be painted. That would be quite a cool video because I'm going to try and paint them out as Minas Morgul. So the green glows, all the fun like deathly stuff. And then I have a massive Alucard model that I bought recently, which is like huge. That would be a really fun like video because I'll be trying to paint him to look the same as the anime, which is quite fun. But it's one of them. He needs a lot of work before he even gets to that stage of being able to be painted in that way. I'm annoyed. I should have probably added some bits and bobs in for the video. It's really annoying, but it's fine. Like little clips of the models of how they are now, and that would be really useful. Is this me doing the silvers? Yes. So here's the silver. Like I say, it's another scale 75. I will link all the paints I've used in the description. As you can see just here, we're just doing all the guns, doing all the swords, doing all the like basic stuff that should be silver. Yeah, so apparently the gun's white now. I didn't record it, but yeah, so the Death Jester's gun is white. I think I went through and did all the guns because obviously it's very repetition. So did that, did his gem, then I realised I don't want his case to be, I want his case to be silver and gold with the white because I think it looks nice. We'll get to the nitty gritty in a second by the looks of it. I'm just trying to figure out where we are. So we've got glamour shots, basin, lines. Cool. Yeah, so we're slowly getting there. We're now what, 12 seconds in, 12 minutes in I mean. And yeah, we're getting to like the good stuff-ish. Just gotta go around each model, find all the buckles, paint them silver. Did a really cool thing with the Troop Master's base. I made it a Black Templar model because it's fun and that's what I collect. I have a very large Black Templar army. It's gotta be like close to 3k now. Obviously it's not all painted, I think not even half of it is painted, so we do have a big backlog that needs painting, but I want to get them done, so. But then GW keeps bringing out new blue models, so it doesn't really help. Keep looking at Titans, they're the next thing I want. I want a massive Titan. I want a Reaver Titan, the Chaos ones, I think they look really cool. For no reason other than just because I can. Then I'm also doing a Death Guard army for, it's kind of like a slow grow in our shop, which is quite fun. Starting at like 500 points, working our way up, so it doesn't mean I get to have all the fun stuff. Kinda regretting I didn't just say I'm going to play my Harlequins, because then they're done. They're up to 2k, so like, but it's fine. Or said my Black Templars, because then obviously it's Black Templars, means I get to paint them, which is quite fun. Painting black's alright. It's painting the creams that are really annoying. But yeah, I think we're coming close to the end of doing all the silvers now, by the looks of it. which is obviously good for you guys, so you don't get too bored. Sorry I keep coughing, I've got something in my throat. There we go, lovely stuff. Boom. And now we're changing over to doing all the blue, forgot about that. So yeah, painting all the gems blue, making them stand out a bit. you'll see one of the tester models that I've done at the end of this little snippet, which will be like with all the lines. I don't know if it has the blue. I don't believe it has the blue. It has the stripes on the legs. Some of them went really well. Majority of them went really bad. But that's going to happen. It's hard being consistent with a paintbrush that has a mind of its own. But yeah, as you can see, it just gives it a little bit more pop instead of just being purple and red and then a bit of silver. That blue just adds that little bit more aesthetic, as one would say. And I realised at the bottom of the guns they have gems, and I was like, oh, didn't know that. So I went back, painted all them white, and then started base coating in blue, because that adds that little bit more colour again. Draws your eye instead of it just all being red. I really like the spray of that red, because it's really strong, but at the same time it overpowers a bit. I'm just painting more blue. I'm using the frost heart contrast, which is quite nice. I think when it dries it looks really nice. It's a solid colour. I've not tried the Harlequins. Oh, here comes that image. So that's some of the lines, which is what we are doing now. So some of them I've noticed don't have, they have like the little, shoes on. So instead I just do it to the top of the shoes, and then obviously I go back later, fill it in with red. But then I do half the legs, no, I do one side of the legs, one side of the body on each model. So a lot of this will be now just doing purples and stuff like that. Very bold purple. It looks really nice, I like it, I think it works really well. It's the inside parts. Doing the inside leg is so annoying to do, because like you're having to really get in there without making a smudge mark, which doesn't work. I didn't really know what to do with the heroes either. The only thing I need to do is go back to her and do the back a bit more, because the back of her is white on her jetpacks or on a breathing apparatus or whatever the hell it is. The weird little knobby bits at the back. They need touching up because they are currently white. I don't understand it. Couldn't figure out where else to do it, so I did it on her head and then just left everywhere else, because you know, 110% effort, 40% fucking play, all the fun stuff. Beth Chester gets that leg, and then he gets part of his hood, which actually looks really nice. I'm happy with the hood. So I couldn't think where else, so I did one of his arms, because he has about 16 arms. And then I did one half of the hood, which you'll see at the end. Well, you might not. You'll see at some point. They look really pretty. I'm happy with them. And there we go. Now moving on to the red. I don't want to bore you, so I just basically did the rest of them off camera. But then this is me just going back through, filling in on the red, making sure to neaten up all the purple, and then it looks really nice. Well, it looks okay. I won't like be saying it's amazing, but it's not awful, if that makes sense. Like I say, look at the blue really pops really nicely, and it's only in small areas, and I like that. And that's basically what they do anyway with the Harlequins and GWE, but I think it looks really nice. Kind of regretting not doing like black stripes. Black and red or black and purple would have been really nice. But at the time it felt right. Yeah, these ones are crossed, aren't they? Yeah, they're not straight down. I don't know why I didn't just do straight down ones. It looks fine, but at the same time it doesn't actually make sense. I did that with a few of them because they have weird coats on, so I was like, sound. I suppose they're just going to go straight down then. This one didn't base coat properly, so got really annoyed with the fucking the leg that you can see I'm painting, because it just didn't take paint. So the base coats was not having it. Now we're coming to the end of doing the stripes, so now we should be going to, okay cool, here comes all the basing on how we made them. So start off with 13 bases, that's the rolling pin I used, and then Miller put, mixed them together, gave them a good mix. added a bit of water to my fingers, mixed it up a little bit more. I think I added a bit more water, quite a lot of water. Obviously you want to go 50-50 on both sides, mix it together, add a bit of water, make it so it's moist, make sure it's mixed correctly. I didn't. And then obviously when it's mixed, you lay it over the base, put a bit of water on it, run your finger over it, which I also didn't do correctly, but it's fine. And then you roll your pen over it, and that's it. So you're about to see that in a second. So yeah, nice, simple, dead easy. So yeah, a bit of water, lay it down the floor, water up the rolling pin, throw them out the road. Boom. That's it. And there they all are, spray black. And then now we're just going to dry brush them. So we dry brush them with Mechanica Standard Grey, Dawnstone, and then Pro Acryl to give it like that last little thing. Just because that's how I've done all my other bases for this army. Kept it dead simple, dead brief. This part of the video is quite a bit of a drag because it's just a case of me dry brushing. I thought, oh, maybe I can just leave it recording, and then for some reason didn't edit it, which who knows, be alright. But yeah, so dry brush that one, and now we change colours. There we go, lighter grey, which is Dawnstone. Just giving them all a little bit, nothing crazy. I do like the rolling pin though, it's kind of elvish, which is quite nice. I can't remember what the rolling pin's called. I know you can get it on Element Games. Just look for one with like a weird moon shape on it, and that's basically the badger. Oh no, it won't, it'll be the sun. I'll find it, put it in the description. It's easier. But yeah, so this is the Pro Acryl. Yeah, Pro Acryl. Because we're coming to the glamour shots now, which then I will go quiet because it'll be the end of the video. But I'm going to start saying it now. Right guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video so far. Stick around for the glamour shots, they'll be in about 2 seconds. If you did enjoy it, make sure to subscribe and keep your eyes peeled for other videos. Thank you very much. See you in a bit. Peace.